I want to kind of be free-flowing with this video, and I kind of want to just talk about what it means to have your life on track, what it means to be in a flowing life experience in general. What does that mean? And really, there's tons of stuff in the personal growth space and whatever, pop spirituality, which can tell you how to accomplish your goals and manifest your dreams and all of this stuff. And it's just like, yeah, oh, you know what you want to do? What's your dream? Tell me your dream. Oh, then you just break it down into these steps and you do these things consistently. You manage your time this way, and yeah, you just do that, and there you go. And it's all pretty straightforward. And I kind of agree that it is, but the hard part is really having a genuine dream, a genuine want. And that's the hard thing for most people, that I'm not going to take myself out of the equation either. Like, knowing what you really want. And should we even have wants? Like, the Buddhists are like, get rid of your wants. What are you doing? Right? Run in the opposite direction of your wants. Have no wants. So does getting your life on track mean abandoning all desire and all your wants? Or does it mean following your dreams? And if it's following your dreams, then you have to really be clear on what your dreams are. And really reflect on whether they're true. Right? And beneficial to yourself and others is also something to, investigate. So experimentation is a big part of figuring these things out in life. You've got to kind of swing the bat at the plate of life and see what sticks. Like, okay, I'm making astrology videos on YouTube right now. I've just kind of started this channel up in the last couple weeks because I enjoy talking about astrology. It really helps me. I like talking about philosophy and thinking about spirituality and offering a space of support to other people. I enjoy that, and I found evidence in my life that I have skill in those areas. So in doing these videos, hopefully I can offer that to people. My email's also in the contact of the channel, and maybe I'll put it in the description if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you're looking for a non-judgmental space and getting some clarity with the help of astrological insight. That's what I'm offering. So yeah, for me as an example here, but I ask myself that question, like, okay, is pursuing this astrology stuff and making YouTube videos, is that something that I really want? I think it is. Like, I'm pretty passionate about it, and I'm doing it so far, but maybe I'll find out that it's not quite what I want. Maybe I'll experiment doing this, and I'll find that my abilities would be better served elsewhere. But you have to actually try, right? You don't want to just try anything. You want to have some idea of what you think, okay, I like this and this could be of value, and then you give it a shot. So, and then once you give it a shot, you don't want to give up, because everything has its challenges. Like, I'm not super well practiced at talking in front of a camera to myself and pretending somebody else is there, and you are there if you're watching this, obviously, but not right now in time. So it's like this weird dynamic, and it's a skill that I think if I keep doing this, I'll get better. So yeah, step one, like, if the purpose of life is to follow your dreams and really pursue what you want, then figuring out what you want is important, and doing that through experimentation, seeing what sticks, because if you do find, in theory, what you really want, it's going to keep motivating you, and it's going to keep inspiring you, and it won't grow old. I won't get sick of making these videos, and I'll just keep doing it because I like it, right? And hopefully I'll get some feedback, and some people will find some value out of it, because that will kind of complement that interdependent cycle that we as humans need in order to be fulfilled energetically and so forth. So there's that side of things. And then once you do that, then it's like, okay, just follow the steps of how to accomplish goals, and you'll do so pretty effortlessly. Even the challenges that come up, like, okay, maybe editing videos isn't something that I really like, and maybe I'm not totally comfortable speaking to a camera. But if everything else, all the like fundamental parts of doing this is something I really want and am inspired by and enjoy, I'll tackle those things. I'll push through and I'll keep doing it. And I think that's the main trick. Find the thing that you want, you'll just kind of do it. And astrologically speaking, when we find our highest purpose, our highest calling, if you look at the mid-heaven point in an astrology chart, it's the highest point in the sky when you were born, and whatever's going on there can indicate what that highest calling in the world is for you. Excuse me. And can kind of push you in that direction. So for me, I have Jupiter fairly close to my midheaven in the 11th house of friends, and it's in Libra. So Libra is about like this one-to-one communication, bringing harmony to things. And 11th house is like engaging with a community of people, with society. So this could check out. This could be a potential thing that's in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing. So, it's not like I'm just looking at it from an astrological point of view and just determining, okay, I need to make YouTube videos. But I reference it. I'm like, okay, that also is in alignment with doing this, so I'm going to continue giving it a shot. So it can be very helpful. But then there's the other side of it. There's the more Eastern Buddhist Zen stance. It's like, give up all your wants, all your desires, stop being ambitious, stop trying to prove yourself, stop trying to fit into the world. Just let go of all of it. And then you'll be at peace. And there's a funny alignment between both these perspectives, because I think if we're honest, when we find ourselves with a desire or a want, the whole purpose of the whole energy behind a want or a desire is to fulfill it, is to get the thing. And not only just to get the thing, but to get the thing so then we stop wanting it, because we want to get rid of the want. We're really just trying to get rid of the desire and the want. And the Buddhists are just like, yeah, just stop wanting it now. Don't even worry about getting it. It's the shortcut. You don't have to do all the stuff anymore. You can just sit here, right? And meditate. And there you go. That's all you need. So I think the key here, and maybe this is where I can do my Jupiter Libra balance. It's Jupiter direct today, by the way, which means we're moving forward into abundance energetically in the collective. So I'm going to try to find harmony between these two spiritual perspectives. One is saying, don't follow any of your desires. The other is saying, manifest your dreams. And I think they're both in agreement, as they're both seeking fulfillment, right? You want to fulfill your dreams so that you get what you want, so that you don't need to want it anymore, and then you can just be in this peaceful place of harmony and bliss. The Buddhists are just like, yeah, you don't really need to do anything. The world is an illusion. Just be one with all consciousness and eternity, and you are everything, and there's nothing you can want. So I think both of these are true. However, I think each person is unique. Each person has a unique astrological blueprint in this life, in this reality that we're all collectively experiencing together. And perhaps it's somebody's most natural expression of their chart to go sit in a cave and meditate and release their desires and kind of, who knows, however that works, maybe they're anchoring a frequency into the world that is beneficial to everybody else, or just setting an example and reminding us of that collective consciousness that we're all part of. So there's a role for the Buddhist meditator who actually doesn't want anything, or learns to let go of all their desires. And then on the other side, there's the Tony Robbins of the world who, advocate going out there and taking life by the horns and really living it to the fullest and manifesting our dreams. but it's the same end, because that's this other path to fulfillment. It's like, okay, what is it that we're actually getting, right? It's not about whatever, if you want to be rich and famous, getting the Lamborghini and the dream partner and the mansion, like all of that, whatever. I think hopefully most people watching at this point aren't like super materialistically minded in that way. We all have some of that, of course. But really, all of those things, all these accomplishments, whatever it is that you want to do, like my 20-year-old self wanted to be a famous, successful musician, right? Playing on stages and connecting and inspiring people, and also being like respected for that. And I think the thing is that, like, why did I want that? Did I just want it for the money, or for like to get better relationships, or not? It's like, yes, but it's ultimately a feeling that you're chasing. You want a feeling of that you're contributing to the world, and that you're respected, and that you're taken care of, like you're financially secure. You want this, and that you're also giving. Because ultimately, whatever your highest calling is, whatever that may be, and I believe everybody has a highest calling and a gift for the world, is when you're really in flow with that and expressing it, you'll be in a place of flowing, receiving, and giving with all of life. You'll be giving your gift, you'll be receiving appreciation energetically in all different forms, through loving connections, actual money, right? Material security, all of it. Like, in all our different needs of expression, we'll be giving and receiving. And what we call that is a place of fulfillment. It's not a place where it's like, okay, I set out with this ambition, I accomplished it, I have it, now I just sit here by myself and I don't need anything anymore. No, you're in a place of constant giving, constant receiving without resistance to that process. So ultimately, how do we get our life on track? Yeah, become aware, become conscious of what you want. Because, I mean, even if you're a Buddhist, you need to be like, oh, I want this. Now I can stop wanting it, right? I can figure out how to let go of why I want it. And if you're one of the people that wants to like pursue and manifest your dreams in life, you got to be honest about what you really want. Do you want to be rich and famous because you have some type of childhood psychological wound where we, like basically everybody does, where we learn to think that we're not good enough and we need to prove ourselves externally in order to be deserving of love? You know, all the psychological work, which is very helpful. You're looking at your astrology chart can also kind of pinpoint those subconscious trauma points and help get us to become aware of them maybe sooner than you would with just talk therapy. So once again, I offer that if you want to reach out. So we have these two sides, but they're ultimately just seeking fulfillment. And so do we want what we want? Not really. Well, we seek fulfillment, and fulfillment's a place where we don't have any wants, right? But following the wants can lead us on the path toward fulfillment, because they'll show us where our resistance points are. That's really what wants outline. They're like, hey, this is something that is not flowing in your current life expression because you feel like you're lacking something here. So why do you feel like you're lacking something? Because really, you know, again, as the enlightened sages meditating in their cave know, we already are everything. There's nothing that we can lack. So if you're experiencing like, hey, I really want this thing that I don't have, it's showing you that there's something in you that's resisting the reality of already being all that there is. So that's very useful information on your own spiritual path, to then be like, okay, well, why do I feel like I need this thing in order to feel fulfilled? What's going on? And so it could be something like, okay, this is a trauma release, a subconscious belief about not being good enough or not being deserving and needing some type of a kind of a false answer for that. Like, okay, I'll get this fancy looking car and that will impress people, and then they'll respect me, or whatever it is. But then also, it could be a block like, okay, there's something about me that's not flowing with life. I'm not really flowing with the purpose of my highest midheaven purpose in my birth chart right now. Like perhaps your highest purpose could be doing energy work for people. Like maybe you have this gift for Reiki or whatever it might be, and like you can actually tap into people's energy grids and just work wonders for people, and you haven't stepped into that because maybe, I don't know, maybe you're not sure that it's real. You've been told that this isn't actually a real thing. It's kind of this woo-woo practice. It's not a talent that I've experienced myself giving, but I have had it done a little bit, and I've noticed, like I've felt like somebody moving my energy, and I'm like, wow, this is real, and I don't think it's whatever. That's my experience. So somebody might have that gift and they might be hiding it, and like that's what they should be doing, and they'll have this block, they'll have this feeling like, I want something. It could come out in a bunch of different ways. But the fact that the want is there means that they're resisting this natural expression that wants to be activated in themselves. And then if they really investigate that, it could lead them toward, oh, I have this gift, I have this ability that wants to be activated. And when they step into that, then they'll start being more in this natural flow with life. They'll have this receiving and this giving of their gifts, and that's this place of fulfillment where, guess what, you don't want anything anymore. You're just happy to give, and then without even seeking receiving, like it just happens, right? Because you're just in this flow. So again, that's where I think astrology is a nice bridge with all perspectives in spirituality. You can have this kind of non-dualistic Buddhist approach where, yeah, you shouldn't seek anything because we're all one. And astrology shows, yeah, we're all one. We all have the same planets in us. They're just arranged in different ways that make us unique in this expression in life. And then you have like the personal growth, kind of more self-focused spirituality about manifesting your dreams and going out there. But really, you're seeking fulfillment and service at the end of the day, and both are trying to eradicate's not the right word, but trying to surrender and respond to their desires in a way that lets those desires be resolved so that they are no longer there, right? And finding fulfillment. And that's the goal, and that's the balance. So I believe astrology helps us see these aspects of ourselves very clearly. So again, reach out if you're interested in exploring that type of work with me. And I don't know, this was kind of a free-flowing video. I think I kind of came to some conclusions that made some sense to me, at least. Hopefully they resonated with some people out there listening. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for listening.